Well, hello strange people, welcome back to the channel. So me and the princess, as she likes to call herself, are out for a camp tonight. We've got Patch with us as well, and hopefully we're going to go to one of my favourite little spots. Amanda was just saying, I don't know if it's going to show on there, but up on top of there's a cross. She was just saying how hard it is to get up there. And then she said, so where are we camping? And I said, around the other side of there. Her face dropped as the thought of having to go up it. Well, actually we're going to walk around it. So it's not quite such hard going. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a mo. Well, we've made it to the top. It's going to be easy going from now on. We've made a fair bit of altitude. It's actually quite warm today, which slowed us down a bit. But yeah, I'll show you the view behind. Up there we've got Bray Tor, which if you watch Karen's Gone Wild, she camps up there a fair bit. There we got Hair Tor, Sharp Tor, Sharp Tor, and then we're going around. We're actually going around over there. We're at the top of Brat Tor, as it's known on the Ordnance Survey, Bray Tor, as it's known locally, and Bray Tor being the original name. We're going to go around the back of it now, so I'll probably bring you back when we're there, because there's nothing but grass from now on. Catch you in a mo. Good boy. One more. Ready? Up. Good boy. That was an easy one though, wasn't it? And again. Ready? Up. Good boy. And again. Good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. All gone. All gone. Here's your bone. I meant to say, what do you think of our new hats? Mine's a nice new Ranger hat. And Amanda's the channel name on it. Pretty smart, eh? Blame her for these, they're beautiful. Right, we're about to get some scran on because we're both hungry and it's 8 o'clock. Catch you in a mo. Now, I don't want to get anyone jealous, but tonight's meal is cordon bleu. So we got
lime and coriander rice.
Lime and coriander rice. Mushrooms, and of course the obligatory spam. I've got to admit I'm starving, so I wouldn't care less what it tasted like. It looks as though it's going to be good. Big old plate of proper scran. An even bigger plate of proper scran. Oh, we got some drama going on here. There's a lamb running around, keeps coming into camp. Seems to have lost its mother. So Amanda's just gone up to see if she can reunite them, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, for those of you that have been with this channel for a while, you'll have seen this place before. This is Wheal Fredrick, Foxhole Mine, or the Duke of Wellington Mine. It's had 3 names over its years. Well, 2 names for sure over the years. I'm never convinced that it's actually been called Foxhole Mine. This is Foxhole, this area, but whether the mine was called that, I don't know. Those of you that have watched the channel for a while will have seen the video which I made showing you how this mine worked, but for those of you that haven't, I'll just give a quick run through, and if I can find that other video, then I will post it in the description below. So what we'll do is we'll start at the start and then work our way along. Right, so what we've got here is a little leat. There's a stream just down in the valley, and the leat meets the stream about 100 yards further up. So the leat came along here. They're amazing pieces of ingenuity, because that is definitely lower than I am now, but the water ran up here and then across to here, where it would have probably been in some sort of wooden channel by now. This has been built to give it some height. And then we can climb down here. Oh, a bit boggy there. Let's go around here. And then probably wooden trestles here where I am now, so it would have come off this ramp, probably wooden trestles to this point here, which is where the water wheel would have been. Now the water wheel would have powered, let's just see if we can get across here a second. So where I am now, just here, would have been the knacking room, the stamping room, where oak beams powered by the water wheel, which as I say was just there, where I am now in this room, there would have been oak beams with iron ends on them, and they would have been smashing the granite and smashing the rock into smaller pieces. It would really be nice if we could see a stamp. Underneath each oak beam there were granite blocks, and after a while the granite blocks would have holes in them, and you could see where the stamps had been, and every now and again they would change the granite block, or the granite block would split, but they would change the granite blocks. And I've been racking my brain to remember where I've seen some, so that we can go there and have a look. But see, this one here almost looks like may have been a stamp. It's hard to say. I can't see any. I'm going to have a look around in a minute, probably off camera, to see if I can find one. Again, this one here seems to have a cup in it, but I'm not so sure about that one. But anyway, so they would have stamped it into smaller pieces, and here we got the little channel where the water would have come once it's gone over the water wheel. It's obviously been filled in at some time, probably for safety. You have the channel here. Oh god, the last time I was here I forgot what the channel was called. Tail race? That seems to ring a bell. The tail race. And that channel comes down here, and would eventually take the now probably quite dirty water and put it in the stream. The dragonfly here. Amanda likes dragonflies. Anyway, so yeah, that's the stream. Once the little pieces were put together, now this is one of my favourite things. This is a buddle. Sort of big round, you can see a big round area which would have had some water in it, and in the middle of the buddle we've got this stone with a hole in it, and this is the only one that I know of up here on the moor, but there are probably others, but this is the only one I know of. As I said, there would have been water in here, and this would have been like for the axle for the brushes, and the brushes would have been brushing this, and a bit like a gold pan, the heavier ore would have been separated from the other detritus. And I believe we've still got water running down through here. Can you hear it? I believe this is another buddle. Certainly looks like it is certainly a curved wall that runs along there. It's in a lot worse condition than the other one, but pretty sure this is another buddle. So that's basically how the mine would have worked. And then of course the ore would have been picked up and taken away off the moor. That clitter over there on the other hillside, I'm pretty sure is just waste rock from the mine. I'm trying desperately to remember when the mine was here, 1850s, 1860s, around that area, I believe. But yeah, so that's basically it. And we're camped over here. Let's go and have a look at the main building. Right, so this building, let's get out of the sun a bit. Beautiful chimney fireplace here, big fireplace. Obviously the roof's all gone and most of the walls are gone these days. And then here we've got a wall separating a smaller room with, you know, a relatively large fireplace. That's got to be, oh, probably 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet, something like that. So it's a relatively large fireplace. Slightly smaller window on this one, larger window on this one. Now, it's marked down as the blacksmith shop, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it is. I think this is where the mine captain lived, or the mine manager, if you want another word. And a lot of the mines where I come from in East Cornwall have the mine captains' houses very close by, and I honestly think this is probably what this was. Obviously this being the sleeping quarters. Still got, this is amazes me, still got the plaster on the walls. Rough plaster obviously, but still got plaster on the walls. And this side obviously probably office living quarters. It's interesting. It's got stinging nettles. You only find stinging nettles where human beings have been at some time or other. Dandelions are pretty much the same. And brambles is another one that you only really find that after human beings have been and disturbed the soil. Maybe have some nettle tea later. What a view come out of this door. What an absolutely gorgeous view. You can see what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tours from here. You can just make out the top of Great Links Tor. What a, you know, I'd give my eye teeth. I just said to Amanda, I think this is a doer-upper. What a place. There's obviously some kind of shed here beside it. This may have been a workshop of some kind. Again, I don't know. Right, I'm going to have a little wander around, see if I can find some stamps, and just generally enjoy myself. Well, I've had no luck finding any stamps. These two rocks are quite interesting. We've got one here, look, with a drill hole in it. I'm not sure, no, it doesn't go all the way through. Another one here with 2 drill holes. One there, one there. Same with the other rock. If you lift this one, you still see the mortar underneath. So this is actually the mortar. This here is actually the mortar. I find these sort of things fascinating. And this is the wall of the old stamping house from the other side. One of these days I want to come up here and I want to explore all of those ravines, see what's going on there, and that little brook that we're camped beside down in the valley. Go and see if we can find the source. I've never actually found the source. Should be nice. It's beautiful up here though. Grass is lots of light on it going through the seed stalks now. Excuse the sun. And there's the view out across beautiful Cornwall. And down to Bray Tor. Bray Tor, Sharp Tor, and Sorehead. Well, that's us done for the night. Had a pretty good evening, watched a beautiful sunset and chatted for a while, but the dew has come down really thick out there and everything is now damp, so and it's got pretty cold, which one of us actually packed our summer weight sleeping bags. Which that person might have been me. So hopefully we're not going to get too cold. I did have the foresight to pack our sleeping bag liners, so we've got them on over the top of the sleeping bags. But we might get a little bit chilly tonight because it is cold out there. It's not too bad in here at the moment. It's colder outside. Right, so we'll catch you in the morning. While we sleep, this one started making a video the other day. When I say started, she then got sidetracked and forgot to carry on making the video. But she took some beautiful photographs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that on now while we sleep, and we'll be back in the morning, I hope.
Ooh, scary.
You are a fool.
Well, good morning, strange people. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be slightly different because I am going on my own to visit a castle. Obviously, the reason we're going to a castle is because, as you all know, I am a princess. Now, I would have been wearing my tiara, but I didn't want me and my son to be locked up and sent to the tower. So I thought a tiara was a bit too much, but we're just going to go and have a look around. As you can see, there is no Simon in tow today because he has gone camping with friends. Yes, he does have friends. So it will just be me on my phone, so there will be no walkaway shots or very interesting editing, and there is a lot that does go on behind the scenes, but is normally edited out because things I do behind Simon's back when he's not looking is not allowed to be in the video for obvious reasons, i.e. family viewing and getting his channel banned. Anyway, so today we are off to Castle Drogo, which is in the village of Drewstainton near Exeter, so that is approximately an hour's journey for us. It's the last castle to be built in England in approximately 1911 to 1930, and it's a 20th century castle which is overlooking the Tyne Gorge. In 1931, the last part of the castle to be built, should I say, was the chapel. For obvious reasons, people didn't really want the chapel to start with, but anyway, it was built by an architect called Edwin Lutyens for Julius Drew, and now we are going to embark on our hour-long journey. The weather is rather questionable, which is typical after I've been stuck in an office all week with a lot of other strange people working on an Excel spreadsheet. So in typical British weather fashion, it looks like it's going to rain. Now I do have a day off. I will bring you back in a mo.
Just noticed the red flag flying, which means the army's going to be up here shooting later. If we go across there, somewhere over there, and then we pan back, zoom out. I can't find him now. There we go. It's the range warden going out to round up the sheep, make sure they're all off the ranges. Can't find him again now. Gone. There he is. Round up the sheep, make sure they're all off the ranges. Probably put the red flags up in other spots as well now. Now there's one over on top of Bray Tor, and there'll be another one just up there. So Ant from Survive the Night asked me a couple of weeks ago what I thought of this tent. So this is not a review, I'm just going to tell you what I think of this tent. Now, we've used it a fair few times up here, autumn, spring, winter, and now what would you call this? Because it can't be called summer, can it? Supposed summer. That's, I like that. Supposed summer. So now we're in supposed summer. I will sort of tell you my thoughts on this tent. So we'll go inside, and there is plenty of room for 2 people, and we're not small people, and there is plenty of room for 2 people. There is pockets fore and aft, and a small pocket up there, and a small pocket just above my head here, which is very useful. I'm not 100% sure what this tab's for. Oh yes, it is. It's for holding the door open. But there are 4 tabs that you can use for lights. As I say, it's got 2 doors, which is really good for 2 people. And also, I don't know if it's going to show up, but there's a good sized vestibule there, which Patch has been sleeping in. And if you've seen the size of Patch, he fits in there nicely. And obviously there's a good sized vestibule this side. The other thing I like about it is the doors are offset, so this one opens this way, and the other one opens, well, it's half open now, but as you can see, opens So I like that. Obviously that is for bad weather, wind, whatever. You can still cook inside that sort of vestibule area no matter which way the wind's coming from. So I like that about it. The floor definitely needs some sort of undermatting. We're just using a cheap tarp underneath this one. It's not waterproof, and then most tents I've ever come across aren't. Downsides is inner first, which on Dartmoor is a real pain because it's a wet place. So inner first is a downside. Another downside, so we've got some sort of paint on there. I don't know how that's got there. Another downside is the colour. Now I'm fairly sure, although I'd have to double check this, but I'm fairly sure it says for the Dartmoor camping that it's a recommendation more than a bylaw though, that you don't use brightly coloured tents. The idea of being on Dartmoor is to leave no trace, and that includes when you're camping, to be as minimal visually as you can be. So obviously this tent is nothing like that. That's nothing against the colour of the tent in itself, because I think up a mountain it's probably a damn good idea. It is definitely a four-weather tent though. It's very, very warm. As soon as the sun gets up, it gets very warm in there. I don't know why, but the GoPro just turned itself off. Other than that, it's a very, very good tent. Very, very good tent, and I would recommend it to people.
You haven't said what it is.
They can read what it is. It's an MSR Elixir 2. The other thing I would say is never bring a woman camping with you. Especially a cheeky one like this one. When we got this tent, it did come with no pegs, but we took it straight back to go outdoors when we realised, and they did give us these pegs, which are nail type aluminium pegs. They are very good pegs. I don't know exactly what the MSR pegs look like, because these were for another tent, but they were very kindly gave us these. Apparently they were similar. So yeah, these are good pegs. I quite like these. And that's about it. If you've heard gunshots in the distance like that, the army are actually out shooting at the moment. So yeah, I would highly recommend this tent. It's just the colour, but that's the only colour they had, and it was pretty much the only two-man tent they had at the time when we went in there. So yeah, I quite like it. And to be honest, we're in a dip. We're in a dip, so we're fairly well hidden. What was that? So apart from home time, have you got anything you want to say about the tent?
I think you've covered it all.
You think I've covered it all?
Yes.
You are a woman of few words, aren't you? Alright, we're on our way back now. Camp over. Why is your dog eating grass?
Because he thinks it's a cow.
Well, it's more like a sheep.
White.
So, yeah, nice little camp. If you like this kind of thing, go and subscribe to somebody else. But you're welcome to hit the like button and comment. In fact, we'd really like a comment. The channel's starting to die on its ass. We're not too worried about that, but the last video somebody unsubscribed. I wish, you know, if you want to unsubscribe, that's fine, but please leave it in the comments why you're unsubscribed or don't like something. Somebody said they didn't like the music the other day, which is fine. I just told him to turn YouTube down, but yeah, if you've got something that you don't like, please, if something you do like, please put it in the comments. I'm waffling now. You got anything you want to say?
Home time.
Yeah, let's see if you can stay in shot.
Stop waffling. Must be an age thing.
She keeps picking on me because I'm older than she is.
Yeah.
Far fitter, far better looking, and I can grow a better beard. She doesn't like any of those things. Catch you on the next one.